Hello, everyone. Welcome in. My name is Robin, and my channel name is Robin's Creations LLC. And I want to welcome everyone in, whether you're joining the live today or watching the replay. Welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. On today, we will be creating a peony flower using craft foam. And the craft foam and the petals, the craft foam that I am using, what I have done was, for the sake of time, cut out all of the petals. And then I also have one of the peonies put together. And when you think of a peony, and on today we will be doing a pink peony. The pink peony symbolizes wealth and prosperity. So, and good luck. So, oftentimes you will see the peony in weddings and things of that nature. And they are so unique and beautifully shaped and contoured. They're like a multi-layer. They almost look like a rose, but they're different. It's a peony, and they have so many layers. Just they're so gorgeous. And what I thought about on today was just to create a peony to attach to my floppy hat. The floppy hat, I wear that either at the beach and often more than the beach, I wear it when I'm gardening or just at the pool. So let's get started. I want to first welcome my beautiful guests in. Thank you so much, Danny Craft USA. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much. How are you doing on this beautiful Monday? It's so good to see you. Yes. It's pretty warm here. I don't have the phone or anything in front of me to tell me the weather, but it's pretty warm and beautiful. I must say. We waited long enough for this beautiful weather. Hello, Geneva Coleman. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. How is the weather where you are? Yes. On today, we will be creating a foam flower, and it is a peony. And I'll go ahead and get started with bringing in the supplies. And oh, okay. Oh no, it's rainy in Ohio. Well, the rain helps all the trees and the grass grow. And it gets rid of some of that pollen as well. So it all has a purpose. So yes, I'm thankful for the rain, and I'm thankful for the sun. Yes. So I was mentioning that the peony flower is a multi-layered flower. And on today, we will be doing a pink peony, which symbolizes good luck and prosperity. So I'll bring in my supplies. And what I'll do is just go ahead. Oh no, it's raining there too in Long Island. Yikes. So I'm going to go ahead and turn, I guess, take off the front facing view. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the overhead view. So let's go ahead and bring in the overhead view. Okay, so I'll bring in my tray, and for the sake of time, yes, I did cut out the petals and all. And I just want to introduce you to some of my tools that I have. Hello, Lady G. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate everyone being here today. Yes, so here are some distress balls. These are the distress balls, and these allow you on the smaller petals to get the curvature that you want by just using the ball along with the sponge. And the sponge, you can press down in the sponge. So that's why these two items sort of go together. And then we have another unique distressing tool. And this is like a thimble, and your finger goes inside. And then you would just kind of distress the flower as needed. So this is another distressing tool along with my handy dandy dowels, just in case if it gets too hot. I like to use the dowels so that I won't get burned. And I will be using to attach the peony to the floppy hat. I will be using a butterfly pin. So here is the butterfly pin, and it can go like anywhere. And it has like a little pin here on the end. Let me see if I can bring it a little closer. It has a pin on the end, and then it has the butterfly attachment so that it won't stick you. So then it has the butterfly little top. So we will be using that. And I did put together one of the peonies already. And here is one of them. So, and we will be putting together one here on the live as well. And I have a little stamen inside, which is kind of like a little fairy ball. So, and you can see all of the layers of this beautiful peony. And it does have the butterfly clip on the back. So that is pretty unique. So I really, really enjoy making paper flowers, and I've done that for years. So now I'm doing the foam. I'm trying all the petals that I have in my arsenal for my business for Robin's Creations. I do backdrops and weddings and things like that, or just any event. So these are the flowers that I oftentimes use. So the peony is one of my favorites. So, so let me go over to the craft bar, and then we'll get started. Does anyone have any questions at this time? So I am going to take my iPad, of course, over to the craft bar as well. So I'm going to exit this view, and I'll put up the solo view for the craft bar. So let's see if I can get that on the solo view. I have these when I glue the peony together, I will be using a hot glue gun. So the hot glue gun is right here next to me. And I don't want to burn myself. Okay. So I'll go ahead and come on over to the craft bar. And I'll just pull from my table. And can everyone hear me okay? Okay, awesome. If you can hear me okay, that's great. Great, great, great. I love it. So let me go ahead and show you, I want to show you the floppy hat. So here is the floppy hat. And the floppy hat is one of which, you know, it keeps the sun out of your face. And it's pretty large. It's very large. And I oftentimes tie the little satin ribbons around the hats that I wear just to make it a little more stylish. But on today, we're going to add, because uh, we can keep the satin polka dot material around the hat, but then just add the peony as well. So let's get started with making the peony. So I'm going to take the hat and put it over here on the desk, just so that it's out of the way. And I'll move everything just a smidge closer. Let me see if that do is okay. Okay, that looks great. So I'll bring over the peonies and also the distressing ball. So I have the let me move this little piece. I have the distress balls that I'll put over here, and I also have the sponge and then the other distressing tool. So those are the tools that I will use to distress them right after I heat them up. And then I have this hot plate. So then you would just go ahead, add your petal to the hot plate, and then I'll turn it over just so that it can get hot. And when it's hot, when the peony when the petals get hot, you can distress them a whole lot quicker. And it becomes, let me make sure you can see me okay. Let me bring it closer. So I'm just heating it up because you have to do it really fast. So I just want to distress the ends of the petals. So that looks pretty good. And then it's just like a 1, 2, 3. And then once it pops up a little, and then I just go ahead and flip it over. And then it'll take in, curl up, and I'll take it off. It's like a 1, 2, 3. And I'll make sure that it stays kind of cupped in my hand, and then go ahead and distress the ends of it. So just to give it some shape. So then we'll go ahead and do the other one. And it's a 1, 2, 3. And then just flip it over. And kind of cup it to keep it round. And then I'll go ahead and distress it a little bit. And I'm distressing the ends just so that they're not straight. I don't want them to be straight. I want them to have some character. I want them to have some character. So these are like the smaller petals. And let me see here. Can everyone see? Everyone can see okay? Because I can, let me remove the chat from out of the way. Okay. I just removed the chat out of the way just for a sec, because I want to make sure that you are definitely seeing what I'm doing here. So here I'm going to put the other petal onto the hot plate, and you can see As it goes on the hot plate, it begins to curl up, and then I'll flip it on the other side. And with the larger petals, what I'll do is go ahead and use the distress ball to kind of curl this one up, and you just kind of dig in there right at the base of the petal just to get it curled up. If you need more heat, you just add a little more heat just to, and once you roll on it with these distress balls, then it kind of curls up on its own. Okay, so then here we have, and this peony has like, I have quite a few, what is it, like 60 petals. And then I'll go ahead and bring this one in as well and kind of distress it up. And I want to get down in that base and get it to curl. And as you can see, the peony it has shape as you were driving. And if you need to, heat up one and not the others, then you can just lay it down on the hot plate, and then you can drive the distress ball right into the center of the petal just to give it some character. And you see how it sits up? It just go ahead and sit up. If I wanted to do this one, have this one set up just a little more, if I wanted to, it seems like it's okay. And then I'll just heat it up. It's a little straight. And then I'll go ahead and distress it a bit more. So, and here we have a beautiful, base of the peonies. So we have one more, and this right here is the last petal that we have to heat up and distress. So it's like a 1, 2, 3. And then we'll take that off and go ahead and distress this one as well. And we're just taking the distress ball and just rolling it towards the base so that it can curl up. That's all we're doing. And the base, to me, it just needed to get heated up just a little more. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And let me see here. I don't like for, it to stay straight. I want it to curl up and kind of give it some character. Okay, so now we have another beautiful peony. Yes, yes. So let me curl I just wanted to curl this last petal up just a tad more. Okay, that's it. That's it. I wanted to distress it a little more. So we have all the petals all curled. So now let's go to my desk. I'm going to turn off the hot plate. And I'll go ahead and unplug it as well, because we are done with the hot plate. And I'll take all the petals over to my desk and turn on the overhead so that we can begin to put it together. So I'm walking over to my desk, and I'm going to go and take down this view. And we'll exit the solo view and go to the overhead view. So this is pretty cool. Awesome. Okay, it looks okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That looks great. So let me see here. So here you can see the floppy hat a little more. So let me see here. And you can see how, you can make the floppy hat a little more stylish based on the occasion. So I'm going to set the floppy hat off to the side and bring over the petals that we just heated up and gave them some character. So I'll put the first two together along with the butterfly pin, the little pendant or brooch pin. And I'm going to put it through the first layer. And as I put it through the first layer, I will alternate the petals just so that they're not they're not matching up. I want to offset them a bit. So that's pretty cool. And then I'll put the butterfly clip on for one so I won't lose it. So I don't want to lose the little butterfly clip. So yes. Hello, Alice B. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you, everyone, being here. Yes. So now what I'm doing is adding another petal, and I can see that hot glue looking at me, and I want to put my finger in there, but I have to pull out my handy dandy dowel because that glue will stick to you. And we don't want that because it's pretty hot. So we have let me see here. We have the third layer on. So that's like 15. So we have like 30, 15 more to put together. So we'll go ahead, and I need another glue stick. So I'll put another glue stick here in the chamber. Then add some glue right here in the center. Add an additional petal. And when I add that additional petal, I'll just make sure that it's offset to the petal that I placed down before it. So you always want to offset the petals instead of having them directly on top of one another. Does anyone have any questions at this time? So I'll just go ahead and begin to stack the last two layers of the peony. And then I'll go ahead and place down, the last two in. So here is the fifth layer. So we are, let me see here, at 25 layers, or 25 petals. 25 petals. And we just want to keep on pressing and pressing and keep on, because it's warm down there. It's warm from the heat gun from the glue. So we'll just go ahead and press down. And now I'm going to add a little more glue in the center. And go ahead and alternate this petal as well. So as I am alternating this petal in the center, I'll go ahead and still at the bottom, what I'm doing is contouring the flower as well. I have my hand around it, like cupping it, because I want it to go into like a round bowl shape. Yes. Hello. Hello, Rosalind Lewis. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yes, I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate everyone being here. Today we're making a foam flower peony. So this peony is coming together rather nicely. Really I really love the outcome of the peony. So the last thing we will do is for this peony is go ahead and add the middle. Let me go ahead and add the middle, the stamen and the middle. So I'm going to go ahead, and now that I have the stamen, I'll go ahead and add that in, and then apply some pressure and make sure that it sticks in the middle. Yes. And my condolences to you and your family, Rosalind Lewis. I know that, you lost some of your aunts this week or this month. So my condolences to you. I wanted to reach out to you as well. If you still wanted to have me mail the bling keep bag to you, you can send your information to it's just the name of my channel, Robin's Creations LLC at gmail.com. So if you would still like it, if you could just send me your mailing address and your full name, and I'll have it right out to you. Yes, you're very welcome. Yes. So now we do have the second peony. Look at that. And I just love how the peonies are just so many layers. I mean, just layers and layers, just encrusted. And when it's the foam flower, if you were to go into the water at the beach, and we have the butterfly clip on the back, if it gets wet, it won't get distorted. So, yes. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Let me see here. Uh-oh. I don't want you to get a kickback. That's not right. Thank you, Alice B. Let me put my email here in the chat. I'm typing it in now, and I also have these hot glue guns on the side, so I'm trying not to burn my hand. So it's Robin's Creations LLC at gmail.com. Yes, so that is yes, thank you. Yep. So that is my email that and yes. And I also have the other social media as well. The Facebook and Instagram where you can instant message me without the LLC on the back of it, but you'll see one of my paper flowers so that I can get that right out to you. I know you've had quite a busy month year. Mm-mm. So here is the floppy hat, and I'm going to take this over to the craft bar because it'll make more sense to take it over there because it's just not it. I guess the camera is just too close. So what? Let me see. I could try it over here. So what I'm going to do is take the butterfly clip off, and then you have the pointy piece sticking out, and right on your polka dot material here, and it's just tied on there loosely. So this peony with the pin on the end would definitely, kind of keep everything together. So I'll go ahead and kind of poke it through the material and watch out for your fingers. So let me see here. I was trying to keep the shape by putting a towel inside. That's how I was keeping the shape of it. So let me just stick it through the material. And I'm pushing it through, pushing it through. And I'm going to go ahead and put my little makeshift ball back in here because it makes the shape that I need. So let's go over, yes, to the, I think I want to go to the craft bar. Or let's try the front facing view, maybe. So we'll just exit. And then I'll try to place it on my head with my bun on. No, Miss Alice B, I did not make the floppy hat. I did purchase the floppy hat from, wow, look at that. I purchased the floppy hat from a gift shop at the hospital. While I have to go past every time I do a doctor's visit, I always kind of, yeah. I always stop at the gift shop. So this one has, it has, look at that. That's pretty cool. So I turn that way and you'll see the polka dots. And then when I turn this way, then you will see yes, and you will see the peony. What do you think? I mean, it's a great way to, kind of step it up, because if you're going to the beach, if you're going to, you could even wear it to church. You can kind of upscale your outfit just by adding these foam flowers. And right now, in this beautiful weather, you just want to keep your head covered just to keep the sun out of your eyes and off your head. And I think that this turned out really, really nice. Oh, wow. I'm excited. I am really excited about this. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Oh, yes. So don't sleep on the gift shops at the hospital. They have lots and lots of beautiful things that, you wouldn't even think. The gift shop, yes. I frequent, whenever I have my doctor visits, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to the gift shop just to see what they had. And then you can bend this brim. It's kind of like, it has like wire in it. And you can, kind of design it with however you want it. So that's the cool thing about this floppy hat. So yes, so I'm going to go ahead and and take it off. But I think that she turned out rather nicely. Look at that. And these peonies, wow. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Let me put this down. Wow. I think that the peonies with all the layers, they turned out really, really nicely. Look at that. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome in, Kristen. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone. And did anyone have any other questions at this time? Because that, you know, me putting together the peony, and for the sake of time I always kind of cut or pre-cut, try to pre-cut the petals and all, and I did do that. So that was all that I had for today's live, was to show you how, using the craft foam, I was able to create these beautiful peonies and make my floppy hat a little more stylish. And look at her. Wow. Just, I love it. So you can, wear it while gardening or on the beach or at the pool, just to keep the sun out of your eyes and look really stylish. Let me come back a little bit. Look at that. Mm-mm. Yes. So thank you. Yes. Oh, yes, Miss Geneva. Yes, Geneva Coleman. I did cut them out on my Cricut. And when I put the craft foam down, I actually used the painter's tape to hold the craft foam in place, as well as I use my knife blade to cut the craft foam. So yes, I did. That yes, that Cricut. Oh, I love it. I just love it. Yeah, it's pretty, easy peasy, because I've been doing it for quite some time. I did mention what the peony represent: good luck and prosperity, and they're oftentimes used in a wedding, during a wedding ceremony or the setup of a wedding. So yes, so I have a love for peony. They have quite a few other meanings based on the color, but since we are doing the pink, that is what the pink represents. So yes. So if I don't have any more questions, I would like to. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I would like to, thank everyone for stopping by and joining the live. If you are watching the replay, thank you for stopping by as well. Please like, subscribe, tell a friend, just to see what Robin's Creations is doing over here on her channel, on this channel with her crafty friends. Oh, okay. Yes, thank you, Kristen. Thank you. I appreciate you watching the replay. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Yes. So until next time, everyone, I want to ask you to bloom where you are planted. Bye. Thank you. Good night, everyone.